Marjie Kemper, and I'm very happy to be here helping celebrate France Papillon's 100th episode of her Journal on Monday art journaling series. If you have not seen France's videos yet, you need to hop on over to YouTube and check her out. She's got some amazing projects, and it's a weekly series, so I think you'll want to subscribe. As part of my part of the celebration, I'm going to do a quick video, and this is a technique called blended Batik that I learned from Tim Holtz from his very first Compendium of Curiosities book. He's up to volume 3 now, but this one goes back a few years. So for this project you need distress inks. I like to use these little new mini ones, but any are fine. An ink blending tool, embossing powder, clear embossing powder, newsprint, manila tag, stamps, and an iron. I have been doing a lot of cleaning up in my craft room this summer, and I came across this and I wondered, why did I buy that? I knew it was for something, and I'm thinking it may be way back to when I got this book several years ago. Anyway, it's a lot of fun, and I'm glad to be pulling out something that I haven't used in a while. So let's get started. The first thing I need to do is get some ink on my tag. So working on the nonstick craft sheet, I'm applying ink to my ink blending tool, working in a circular motion, getting the color up onto the tag. And this is going to be covered as we go into the batik process, so I'm not very worried about this initial layer. But that's pretty much what I would do. And then I would go ahead and dry it with my heat tool. Oh, I should have said you always need a heat tool. It's key. So for the purpose of the video, I'm not going to do that now, but here's one that I have already done, and I also went around with brown on the edges to finish that off. So now I'll take my distress embossing ink. You can emboss with any distress inks, but I happen to like doing this particular process with this one because it has no color, no color in the ink. So it'll just give me kind of a watermark, and make sure this is right side up. And because this stamp is smaller than my tag, I'm going to go ahead and re-ink the top of it and just do my best to cover the whole thing. So that's got a little bit of a shine, and now I'll bring in my embossing powder. I'd like to keep it this way rather than in the small jars and using wax paper to pour the excess back. This is just much quicker for me. So that looks good. And I'll go ahead and dry that and come back. So I finished drying this, heat setting this tag, and I had this one on the table, so I went ahead and did the same process to it so we could see this in a couple of different colors. I just used this script stamp from Rubbernecker with the clear embossing ink and heat set it with my heat tool. Okay, so now we're ready for the next step, and that's just to choose another distress ink. For this one, I'm going to go in with blue on the brown. And watch how that stamp just pops up. The image pops through. So I'm going to go ahead and just do all blue on this one. So we have the tan and the brown coming through from the first application, the first layer. Oh, I really like the way that looks. And I mean, that stamp really did all the work for me because it's a collage. And then on this one, I'm going to come in with a brown. This is Gathered Twigs. Oh yes, I love that. So the heat set embossing powder is acting as a really nice resist. Okay, so these are set. Now I'm bringing in that newsprint, and this is just really lightweight, inexpensive from the craft store. And I have my iron on high. I'm going to go ahead and remelt that embossing powder. Kind of want to get that up quickly. You can see how the ink transferred over here. Let's do one at a time so I'm not getting stuck. I usually do 2 applications of the iron and find that that's enough, but you can always take a look and see. So basically all that beautiful texture is in there, but now it's smooth. It's not raised up. Oh, here's a little area that needs more. You can feel, if you still feel the powder, you want to go ahead and give it another shot. I would say max 3 times, but I guess it really depends on the embossing powder you're using. So this is great, and I can use this in an art journal or on a canvas. It's totally smooth, but it's got all that nice layering. I'm going to go ahead and do this one, and let me switch to a clean piece, just in case we have a problem. Okay, I'll give it another shot. I could see die cutting these. Yeah, that looks great. It's just melted in, it's smooth. I really like it. Hope you enjoyed this quick video, and do go visit France Papillon and give her a hello for her 100th episode. What an accomplishment. And come visit me too when you can. It's marjiekemper.com. Hope you'll subscribe, and thanks for watching.